didn't have the microphone because I had the media. So now we have an hour and a half of nothing. I'm so sorry, guys. Sorry. We have an hour of nothing. Okay, so do you have music here or no? It's fucking loud. So what you do is you leave TikTok running. So TikTok download the resource that it needs to upload videos. So what I did was I took it out. Yeah. Fuck. I took it out. I took it out of microphone because I wanted to give you my show, which was at 9:30. Whoops. So now what I'm gonna do is oh fuck. If I got 40 minutes, I got 20 minutes left. So yeah, so Sarah shot the Catherine, which means that she goes to jail. Fun fact is, she's going to Fox River, which is super, super, super nice. And there's a lot of characters that I fucking love here. For example, her. Wait a second. This cop right here. She's playing in 911 as a cop. Her playing in Orange is the New Black. She's blonde. So what happened is, she's like, hey, there's overpopulation. This is where you are. So she's like in a temporary jail until the place is free up. There's this cop that says, you know what? I know this is kind of bullshit. You're supposed to come with us. Now, here is the most interesting thing. The second cop that comes in, it's not the first cop that she talked to. So when she gets betrayed, spoiler, when she gets betrayed, it's not the same cop, so it makes sense. The first cop's like, population. But no, come with us, you're good. And she gets up. Now, the reason she gets beat up, she gets literally beat up, which is kind of crazy. And there's a girl that says, the girl from Orange is the New Black calls herself Daddy, and she's like, hey, if you ever need anything here, I'm Daddy. So you come to me. She comes in. Now the cops are going after her because they're like, yo, because you left the door open for Michael, there's a lot of problem for us. So this is it. She's like, so she just run away, and she gets beat up. But she defends herself. Look at her. She is completely messed up. Now, oh shit. Okay, never mind. Okay. %. I don't know what to do. There's so many things to do. But at least we're not dying here, so this is good. Let me down, let me down, let me down, let me down, down, let me down, let me down, let me down. If you wanna go, I'll be so lonely. If you wanna know, then I'll be so lonely. Guys, we're doing amazing. 458. And we just finished all of my utility, which means that I'm gonna be, it doesn't make any sense to you guys, but who gives a shit? This is a tower talk. Which means that I won't have to worry about anything but just surviving, which is gonna be super easy. I'm gonna be at 500. Okay, so you're still charging. I don't know if you're charging or not. I think you're good, but I'm not sure. Are you uploading? You're uploading, which is great. Okay, cool. So here you go. You got Daddy that comes in and say, hey, if you ever need something, we're here. You got Teabag and how it's working. You also got the General, and this is super nice. This is super nice. Because the General is using Teabag as a delivery boy. The General is in jail, but he's doing pretty good. Now, here's the thing. We don't know how much time is spent. We don't know how close it is to episode 22. So this is the correct... Okay, so the way it goes is after Kellerman is releasing them, this is when episode 23 starts. The ending that we have is 25, I guess. So by reading the journal, the General will see that Sarah is in the jail with them. Guys, we're over time. It's an hour 39 after it, so thank you, Netflix. And you see that Sarah is in jail. And because Sarah is in jail, he has a chance to really help her, which is kind of good. It's really, really good. Next on the list, we have another one. And this is the craziest thing. He wants to prison. It's like, yo, you don't have money. He said, take my ingredient they found. He's like, did you use that for your defense, your lawyers? And he's like, are you kidding me? Do you think that you honestly think that I have a chance? I didn't have a chance in hell. They want me dead. The people that are putting me there, they want me dead. Now you're gonna see me looking here a lot because we're doing some small but important upgrade, which is kind of important but not that much. If you wanna go, I'll be so lonely. Down, let me down, down, let me down, let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down, let me down. You know who sings that? John Bellion. What a good song. We got 45. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to do a last one, which is Shinali Part 2. Yeah. So the reward is $100,000. So what he does is the message comes to a prisoner. Now the cool thing is we saw Gretchen. This is great. Hello Gretchen, how are you? We saw that she had black hair. We always saw her from the back. We never saw that it was Gretchen. We never had a confirmation that it was Gretchen. However, now we do. So it's kind of cool that she's there because she and Sarah have a bad blood. They have history. It's Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez again. So kind of pretty cool. Gretchen is going to go after Sarah, but then so she talks to her, right? And then Sarah gets poisoned. And we don't know who did it. So she went to the hospital, and we think it might be Gretchen. Now this is the cool part. Daddy over here asked Bo, which is the prison guard, and she's like, hey, please get her in a guard. So this is kind of cool because Bo appears to be the pod boss. So this is from 60 Days In, but the pod boss is the person that takes care, that they're in charge if you want. So the doctor asked Sarah, how'd you get so injured? He's like, I don't know. I received a ball in the face. So this is kind of funny. Next on this is what? Okay, so the lawyer calls Michael, says, yo, your wife is getting beat up after beat up after beat up. So this is kind of insane. Michael goes to prison and sees the general itself. Like, it's weird that my wife gets attacked. RG behind it, right? And if you have something against me, take it out on me. Don't take it out on her. And he tells him, no, guess what? You're not the guy. I'm not the person. The general says I'm not a person, but he's lying. He's a person. So she's a replacement of Pope, and she sees Michael, and she's like, I know that we just incarcerate your wife. You're not gonna run your show over here. This is not the factory that you knew. You're not gonna fuck shit. You're not gonna fuck shit up. Which is kind of cool because she knows that Michael made it out, and what the show doesn't picture enough is the consequences that happened to. The literal consequences that happened to Fox River after they escaped. Everybody else suffered. You know? Michael is shown to have bleeding again. So I don't know if that's a sign that his sickness is coming back or not. We don't know. Michael tells Lincoln, listen, I need to do this, but we have to free her up. We have to free Sarah up. She'll get killed. Mahone gets back in there. He gets back into being. You guys remember him? The guy that made a deal with Mahone. Mahone goes back in a defendant's case, right? And Felicia vows for him. She's like, hey, this is Mahone. He's been sober for 4 months now. He's good, right? So now they offer him this badge back. Like, hey, I know that Michael has shown interest in Fox River lately. If you give us information on Fox, if you are a spy, we'll give you your badge back. So they ask him to spy on Michael. So Michael tells Sucre, like, listen, this doesn't concern you. If you want to go, you can go. Sucre is saying, like, yo, guess what? This is nuts. This is kind of nuts. It's like, yo, we've been through shit together. Don't worry, bro. Daddy comes in, and she tells Sarah, hey, I have this boss. I have this workshop. And if you want to work with us, take a little bit of fresh air, you can do it. Now, here's the cool part. This reminds me of Abruzzi. Does she have the charm of Abruzzi? I'm sorry, girl, you don't. Abruzzi was Abruzzi. Abruzzi. John Abruzzi. John Abruzzi, John Abruzzi. From season 1, episode 1. John Abruzzi, John Abruzzi. Oh, I'm gonna miss Prison Break, bro. Such a good show. I want to do it tomorrow morning because it's not. I'm gonna go sleep. I'm gonna do a review of the whole show. It's gonna be nice. So this is a super cool scene. They're using a level, right? And they're taking notes. Like, for example, where's the fence? Where's the camera? And by doing that, they'll be able to guess that there is a blind spot. The camera is a blind spot. Sarah goes in. We have information on her. So this is Daddy. This is her wife. She calls herself Daddy because she has a family. She has a gang. So the family in itself is her wife, and her wife, and what should we call it? The 2 kids. She tells Sarah like, "Hey, you're gonna get lonely in here. You sure don't want company." And Sarah's like, "Yeah, but I'm married." She's like, "I don't care. I was married too when I came here. 18 years is a long time to wait. Think about it." Sarah, just not gonna betray Michael though. So here's a fun fact. Sarah refutes her. She's like, "Nah, I'm good." So it's like, "Oh yeah, you wanna go clean the oil?" And then Sarah goes out, and when she sees the fence, she sees who at the fence? She sees Burrow and Sucre. Gretchen's like, "Yo, I saw Lincoln and I saw Sucre. What are you guys planning?" And Sarah doesn't know. But the cops is able to help her, and he's like, "Yo, we're good." There's a cool scene here. There's a prisoner that comes to T-Bag, said, "Yo, your friend, the general, I know he offered 100,000. My girl will do it for 40,000, but he has to give it now." And he's like, "I thought he didn't have any money." Sarah goes in. Sarah goes in and said, "I'm sorry," to Daddy. She said, I'm in trouble here." So I think that what happened is actually that Gretchen attacked her, and because Gretchen attacked her, she feels like she doesn't have a chance. Now I'll be completely honest with you. Gretchen is possibly the strongest person in the prison, so I don't think a lot of people can stand up to her, right? So yeah, so I'm not sure how much is gonna help, but hey, if it feels like it's gonna help, it's gonna help. Did we pick up the rewards? We did. I got 12 stone. This is a reward. Fuck. I made a mistake. I made a big mistake. Down, let me down. So then, Daddy takes her necklace out, and she tells Sarah, "Listen, if you want to be part of the family, you're gonna have the mark. You have to show that you're dedicated." So what she does is she burns Sarah. So the burn mark is what she had on the shoulder, which is explaining. You know what I think? That the season 4, episode 23, 24 are DVD special, and they did 22 to sell DVDs. You wanna know what happened to Sarah's cars? Go buy the DVD, which is super cool. Michael is devising a plan to get in, but Mahone doesn't betray him, but kind of betrays him. Right? So Michael sent a picture. He sent a note to Sarah, and then he said, "Think about the flower." So Sarah puts it in the flower. When you put it in the flower, there's a little piece of paper that goes out, and then if you read all the words like "Meet us at 7 at the oil dump," which is kind of cool. The cops. Michael gets stopped by the cops a bit before, and so I didn't mention it. And the cops follow him. It's like, "What you want?" He's like, "Well, you know, your wife has been in jail, has been incarcerated lately, and we know that you have a tendency to break out of jail, so we just want to make sure that this doesn't happen." And Michael's like, "Oh, you're telling me, you're following me," and the guy's like, "Yeah, just precaution. I also have to do this. This is good also." Let's do this. Attack range, attack speed. I have to do speed. The drugs. Guys, I'm gonna have the time to do everything, so when I have to end this video, and I'll start again. We have 11 minutes left. However, I got a surprise for you guys. If I'm on the episode, Netflix will not kick me out. If I leave the page, they'll kick me out. When I'm in the page, this is Mahone looking guilty as fucking here. Just saying. I think Mahone snitched, but I don't know how much he snitched. So Michael, he took some pictures, and it's a really, really, really nice scene. So the guy's like, "Oh, I went to visit." He's like, "You have a warrant?" It's like, "Not really. If I believe that the danger of the nation, there's a danger to the nation, I am allowed to do this. And if you're if you plan to some of these criminal, if you make them escape, the land will be in danger. So this is kind of extreme, but this is kind of cool also. Um, so then Michael plays a role. He's like, why do you have a suspicion? He's like, well, I found those pictures. I find it suspicious. He's like, no, this is the prison is paid by tax dollar. I pay taxes. It's my right to take pictures and to make sure that there's no this is safe for my wife. So there's a battle with which Michael win. So then there's a shake. So Gretchen does a favor for Bo, sexual favor, and Bo hides drugs and Daddy's cell that he's put in solitary. And then there's a prison. There's a shower scene. No, that's not this episode. So Michael goes in, goes to Sarah. I said, "Hey, I just want to make sure that you understood my message." She's like, "Yeah, I understood. Don't worry, I'll be there." So Michael goes in, and when he goes in, they fix the blind spot, which is insane, which is possibly because Mahone spoke, right? Michael is desperate, so he goes for a parachute. He goes for a parachute, which is insane. Insane. Lincoln goes to the worst one, which is Teabag, and he goes to help for Teabag, and Teabag is like, I want 6 numbers, and Lincoln's like, I don't have that. It's like, well, you're not breaking her out, right? And Lincoln's like, I'm not asking for much. I'm just asking you to set up the alarm. So this is super cool. This is super cool. Next on the list, Mahone tells the cops about a parachute, literally leaving in a parachute, which is kind of insane because this is information. See, this is again a case where we don't know if Mahone turned because we don't know. It could be feeding them wrong information to throw off the track, or it could be literally doing something that's bad, which is kind of insane. And he says, listen, I want my badge now. He says, not really. We have to actually catch Michael doing something wrong. More of Gretchen and Sarah fighting. However, Gretchen's like, hey, I wanted to kill you. I would have killed you first. What are you planning? She finds a note where they say, we're escaping. So Gretchen's like, I want to escape too. I want to be able to give my daughter the gift. So now we got Prison Break episode 4, season 4. Episode 24. So this is all you ever need and more. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video here. Which are 57 minutes. We'll do another one. I love you guys. Peace. Don't blink. Oh my god. A minute. Holy shit. Oh.
Don't blink. Don't blink. It's your. Don't blink.
Oh, fuck yeah. These two are Prison Break, I know that. See? Told ya. Let's make some space. 3 gigs. Don't blink as you're buying with 28 minutes of storage. Don't worry. Tomorrow we'll do a. Okay, so don't blink as you're buying. Welcome to the commentary show. Welcome to a video on this 4th of September. Is 1:54 a.m. We're finishing the last episode of Prison Break. So when this episode is over, we're done. The whole show, which is kind of good. The show leaves Netflix in 6 minutes, so I'm excited, but I'm gonna be able to finish it before. We got 28 minutes of storage left on the storage, so I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to do, but I'm gonna try my best. And that is pretty much it. So without further ado, let's freaking go. Prison Break season 4. Don't worry. Tomorrow what I'm gonna do. Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up very early, and I want to do videos of my whole thought of Prison Break. What I really thought about the series, what I thought about the whole thing. So you'll get a complete things. By the way, if you're worried about the space for tomorrow, this video is 7 hours long. Not this video, but the recording, because we're recording beneath. We're recording the tower. So don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. Do not worry about it. I'm in a good mood, dude. Guess I know you don't realize that this is the last 3 weeks of my life. You don't realize how much work this was. You don't realize how much I love making content. So this is a victory, you know. So here we are. First scene is Michael making the video. So this is kind of a tough scene because Michael makes the video because he thinks he's gonna die. You guys remember how Michael used to have nosebleed that actually meant that he had a tumor? Well, the nosebleeds are back, so this is kind of a problem. We got the boys back, more plans, and now they're trying to break him out. There's Mahone sold out, so now they cannot do the first plan. So the second plan is very, very important. It's nuts because the plan that they had was really good, but Sarah is in danger every single day. See, breaking out of prison was easy for Michael because he wasn't in danger. Sarah is in constant danger. Now, Gretchen made sure that Daddy, which was a prisoner, didn't have defense. So now she's freaking out. So the family comes in to protect Sarah, but then Sarah's like, no, I'm on my home. And they're like, are you sure? Get a bounty on your head. So Michael tells Sarah, listen. He goes in quote, of course, because of being listened to. He's like, I'm not gonna be able to break you out tonight. I'm sorry. And he's like, everything's okay. He's like, I need more time, which is nuts. This is such a good show. I'm sad it's gonna go. T-Bag and Lincoln are talking again, negotiating for T-Bag to do the fire alarm, which will lead every single prisoner out, and their only chance to get out. Prison was built in the mid-80s. I don't remember that scene. I was so worried because what happened is we finished watching this, it was 12:10, which means we've been making content, by the way, but we've been filming for how long? I don't even know. I don't even know, to be honest. So yeah, so the planet itself is a power surge. So basically what's going to happen is there's no more power in the scene. There's no more power in the prison. There's a shower scene, which is kind of nice. There's a lot of people that are wanting Sarah dead because she does have a prime on her head and she's in danger. One of the daughter of Daddy, the biggest band in this prison, goes after Sarah. She wants the money and she brings in Shanks. Now of course the cops are not gonna help her, but Gretchen is gonna help her. Gretchen save her and she kills Agatha, which is the daughter of Daddy. So one of the friend of Daddy being her, a guy from prison, tells her that her daughter's dead. It's like, well, who did it? And then they said it's Sarah Tancredi that did it. So Daddy wants Tancredi to be dead. Mahone calls for a friend to buy the. This is really cool. This is really cool because it's really cool, but it's really sad because it's so boring. But at the same time, it's really cool because what exactly happened here is they buy a plane to parachute down there. And Michael's like, hey, if I don't make it, give this to Sarah. I really trust you. This is cool. If we didn't just see that with Sila and saving Lincoln and Sarah at the same time, we just saw that, which is kind of stupid. What is it? I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all. Oh yeah, okay, cool. So T-Bag writes a note with his left hand, which is a really stupid note, with a very, very different handwriting. And he's like, my man told me that there's a plan to kill Sarah. I want to know how much, right? So then, basically, they write like a birthday present. I don't remember the scene, wait a second. My man on the other side need to know. Wait a second. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He plans like the birthday present, which is okay. Well, if I kill Sarah, I'm getting the money. So he asked who to call for getting the bounty, which is the place where the money is hidden. So this is kind of smart from Teabag part. Sorry guys. I love this show, but we've been doing this for the last 2 weeks. First of all, second of all, I've been the whole day. We watched 14 episodes. We did 4 or 5 hours of recording, so I'm exhausted. Um. So now Sarah is in trouble, but her and Gretchen are close, so she's good. She goes in, and they give the money. Sucre is the one that take the money away, which is kind of important because does he complete 100,000, which he is, and then they have enough money to pay Teabag for what he has to do, which is kind of insane. Daddy is released, which means that she's gonna go after Sarah right away. The lawyer calls uh, the general, and it's like I did what I did for for the birthday gift. And the general asked, "Did you do for the birthday gift?" And the lawyer's like, "What the heck are you talking about?" He said, "Oh, somebody told me that." He said, "What do you mean? I just got jumped. Just got the money. I don't know what to do." So then Teabag tells the general, I know where is the money, and I won't tell you until you're my bitch," which is kind of good. Um, so they go in they try to go on the plane, which is gonna be canceled by the way. Mahone calls the secret agent to say, "Hey, this is the plan." He's like, "Got a plane and get a parachute. He's gonna parachute in the yard," which is kind of insane, right? Kind of insane. It's so sad because you really believe that Mahon's gonna betray them, but then Mahone didn't betray them from the get-go. Mahone is always seen as a betrayer, but always come true. So I don't know why they constantly doing the same thing, you know. So Daddy comes to Sarah and says, "You know what, my mama gave me this necklace. This murder that you have means something." But then what happened is, I guess I was gonna kill her. So that Sarah tells her, "Hey, your daughter came after me. She wanted to kill me. She defended myself." And Daddy's like, "No, my daughter wasn't the killer." So she take a knife and she goes in. However, she pushes Skittle. She's crazy, but she's the strongest female and even stronger than Gretchen. So you just cannot touch her. She'll stay calm if you don't touch her. And she pushes Daddy and Skittles. So then when Skittles is touched by Daddy, she attacks Daddy. Which is kind of cool. So they go in, everything is surrounded. They got your parachute, which goes down, which, as my home predicted, goes down. But then when it goes down, it's actually a my apology, a test dummy. So this was a really cool thing. Gretchen goes out, and she literally attack the guard. The escape is supposed to happen at 7 o'clock, but it doesn't happen. While there's chaos and there's a riot, Sarah and Gretchen takes advantage of that to escape, just like Michael did and today, and they go out. This is a really cool scene. See, the two of them get caught. So they're heading because there's less, it's safer to go through the church. They get caught. However, Gretchen is behind because in the battle, Gretchen gets hurt, so she's not as fast. She goes in and the guard says, "Hey, you here? Are you alone?" And she had a chance to snitch on Sarah, but she doesn't. Which means that Gretchen really wants her. And then she says out loud, "I was praying to God. I want to pray to the church for God to make sure that my daughter is safe." So she possibly saves Sarah so Sarah could help the daughter, which is very human. They're both gonna be mom, you know, so this is kind of important. Sarah is in the church. She's safe. Michael is waiting for her. So they meet, which is super, super, super good. Sucre was supposed to send the transfer to Teabag, but Sucre was late, and because he was late, the place was closed, so he couldn't send the wire transfer, which means Teabag didn't get the money. The first thing that Teabag does is he's a rat, so he goes to snitch. Now the cool thing is Michael knew that, and he's like, "Don't worry about Teabag. We literally came in, and we made sure that he was not gonna snitch." So this is absolutely phenomenal. So then the warden is pissed off because, again, there's a riot in her place. Michael goes in, and he says you can't trust teabags. What he does is he welds the door. Now, at first, what I thought he was gonna do is he was gonna make the door super hot, so if they try to get in, they won't be able to. Michael says to Sarah, "Listen, I can't go with you. Somebody needs to stay behind to get that door. Somebody needs to stay behind for that hatch." And it sucks because it's between Sarah and Michael. And Sarah's like, "I love you," and he's like, "I love you too." It's like, "Why are you doing this? Why you?" She's basically saying, "Why do you want to sacrifice yourself for me?" And he says, "You carry me." She has a child, so he's protecting his wife and his child. So Michael, what he does after this is he takes two wires and he brings them together using his own body as a conduit. So this is kind of nuts. And this is 205. It's 205 now, but the show is basically off the air. Sarah leave. Lincoln's like, "Yo, where's Michael? Where's Michael? Where's Michael?" And he's like, "He's dead." And this is the end of the show, which is super sucky. T-Bag gets put into jail, and he swears at Schofield. Mahone did the right thing at the end, but Michael died, so he tells Sarah, "Listen, sorry about your loss, right? Sorry about your loss." Lincoln gave a message to Sarah saying, "He told you to give you that if something happened." And he gives her the CD if something happens. So Sarah is destroyed. Everybody is super, super sad for her. Mahone says bye. Sucre says bye. Lincoln is still there. And it's sad. It's very sad. It's very, very sad. So now we see the message of Michael. And another thing I want to make it play. I think it's a good finale.
Well, if you're watching this, that's all I ever wanted. I wish I could be there with you. But as you probably know now, I wouldn't have had much time anyway, so...
Yeah, he was dying. He was dying anyway.
I don't regret it.
Aww.
Anyway, not too long from now, there's going to be another Schofield running around.
It's cute.
I want you to promise me, no matter what, they're going to grow up knowing their uncle is never far away. And Sarah, I want you to promise me that you're going to keep an eye on Link. As you may have noticed, he has a tendency to get in trouble.
It's super sweet.
You know, it's so
We got 5% batteries.
not saying the things we want to say, the things we should say. We speak in code and we send little messages. Origami. So now, plainly and simply, you say that you live in
Oh. I love you both. Aww.
And I want you to promise me that you're going to tell my child. That you're going to tell my child how much they're loved every day. And remind them how lucky they are.
He's trying.
Because we are.
Free.
We're free now. Finally. We're free.
The end. Bravo. Fucking bravo. Fucking bravo. This is amazing. What a good finale. That's all they ever wanted was freedom. Now, Prison Break is still there, so I could watch season 5, but we're not. I'm gonna go sleep. What a great show. This is it for the recap. Tomorrow morning what I'll do is I'll do my thoughts on the whole series as a whole, how I felt, how did I like it. We'll be starting Brooklyn 99. I got 13 minutes of storage left. I got this phone was dying, so time to go sleep. I love you guys, take it easy. Don't blink. 2 minutes and a half. No way. Can't do it. Sorry. Tower Talk. Don't blink, it's your boy. Welcome to the Computer Show. So you welcome to having a wonderful day. We have 2 minutes 40 seconds of storage. Just a small strategy talk for the Tower Talk, which is resistance. I got some good news. You can see here we're at 628. We got health all gold, got utility all gold. So the plan I'm gonna try to do is from now on, I'm gonna spend all my cash on cash upgrade, coin upgrade, on free attack upgrade, free defense upgrade. Fuck the utility. This is going super well. So we're moving forward a lot, which is important, and I think that's gonna be reaching 1,000. It's diamond, but hey, with 3 labs going on, this is good. Anyway, I gotta go. No more storage. I'm done. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Okay, so now come back one. Guys, time to go to sleep. I'm gonna wake up in like 3 hours. Time to go to sleep. The first to go, good night, shield. You got no storage left. Second one, goodbye, crown.